Imagine a ghostly glow lights up the night sky of the polar regions. The northern lights have captivated people since ancient times. Imagine standing on a clear, cold night, somewhere far in the north, far away from cities, far from human lights. Above you, a black sky sprinkled with stars. Suddenly, a faint green veil appears on the horizon. At first, delicate, almost unnoticeable, but then it begins to move, to dance, to pulse. Within minutes, the sky transforms into a vast theater of colors: green, violet, sometimes even red and blue. It is as if the earth itself were bathed in light. This spectacle we call the Northern Lights, in the North Aurora Borealis, in the South Aurora Australis, and few natural phenomena are as mysterious and beautiful at the same time. The creation of the aurora is a dance between the sun and the earth. On the sun, a storm rages without end. A stream of charged particles we call the solar wind. It rushes through space at incredible speed until it reaches Earth. Were our planet not protected by an invisible magnetic field, we would be defenseless against these rays. But the magnetic field deflects the particles, traps them, and guides them to the poles. There they collide with the upper layers of our atmosphere, striking oxygen and nitrogen atoms. At that very moment, the lights are born. Oxygen makes them glow green and red. Nitrogen paints them in shades of blue and violet. Every color shift, every movement is a visible reminder of how deeply we are connected to the sun. But as fascinating as the science is, the true magic lies in experiencing them. Everywhere people have seen the aurora, stories have emerged. To the Vikings, they were the shining of the Valkyries, guiding fallen warriors to Valhalla. In Alaska, the Inuit told tales of spirits of the dead playing in the sky. In Finland, the Sami called them revanchelit, the foxfires sparked by a magical animal scattering sparks into the heavens. And in Japan, people believed that children conceived under the northern light would be blessed with special fortune. In Europe, however, they were long feared as omens of war or plague, myths and legends that show how powerful the impression of these lights was and still is. So where can we see them best today? The answer leads us to some of the most remote yet most beautiful places on Earth. Let's begin in Norway. Tromsø, a city far above the Arctic Circle, is called the gateway to the Arctic. Here, between fjords and snow-covered mountains, you have some of the highest chances in the world to witness the Aurora Borealis. Even more spectacular are the Lofoten Islands, a dramatic chain of cliffs rising straight out of the sea. Imagine the green of the aurora reflected in the dark water while violet veils drift over the peaks, an image you will never forget. Moving on to Sweden, to Abisko National Park. Among experts, it is known as one of the best places in the world for the aurora. The reason? A special phenomenon. Above Abisko, there is often a blue hole, a zone where clouds rarely linger. While heavy snow may fall elsewhere, the skies here remain clear, perfect conditions to see the lights. Anyone who has stood on the shore of Lake Tornatrisk watching green ribbons dance across the water understands why Abisko is considered paradise for aurora hunters. Finland, too, holds its own magic, especially in Lapland, where you can sleep in glass igloos. Imagine lying warmly tucked into a bed beneath a transparent dome as the light spread across the frosty winter night above you. No cold feet, no shivering, only awe. This combination of comfort and natural wonder attracts thousands of visitors every year, and when the aurora drifts across the snowy landscape, it feels as if the whole world stands still for a moment. Iceland is another dream destination. Here, the aurora merges with a landscape already filled with magic. Volcanoes, geysers, waterfalls like the mighty Skogafoss. All of it becomes even more breathtaking when green and violet waves ripple above. Particularly famous is Mount Kirkjufell, rising from the ground like a cone. Many of the world's most iconic aurora photos were taken here. In Iceland, you don't just see the northern lights, you feel like you've air-stepped onto another planet. Across the Atlantic lies Canada. The Northwest Territories, especially the city of Yellowknife, are renowned for bright auroras. The air here is clear, the nights are long, and the northern lights glow so strongly they seem to turn the snow itself green. In the Yukon, where dense forests and lonely lakes dominate the land, the aurora is not just a wonder of nature but a part of culture. In Manitoba, particularly in Churchill, famous for its polar bears, the aurora regularly lights the sky. Here, you might see both the aurora and the kings of the Arctic in a single night. Next comes Alaska. In Fairbanks, locals say that within 3 nights you're almost guaranteed to see the lights. Its clear air, long winter nights, and its position in the heart of the auroral zone make it one of the best places in the world. Picture a snowy cabin, a crackling fire inside and outside, the sky ablaze with light. Alaska offers not only nature, but adventure, dog sledding, snowmobiling, life in a rugged, untamed wilderness, all beneath a sky glowing like a masterpiece. And let's not forget the Southern Hemisphere. The aurora australis is rarer, since fewer landmasses lie close to the pole. But in Tasmania, in southern Australia, and in New Zealand, the chances are good, especially along the coasts, where the lights dance over the sea. The views are unforgettable. A rare treasure showing that the magic of the aurora belongs not only to the north. Different as these places may be, they all share one truth. Whoever comes here hopes for a spectacle that cannot be forced. The aurora follows no schedule. You can choose the best time, September to March in the north, or March to September in the south. You can study forecasts and aurora apps, but in the end, it is always a gift. For others, it is a scientific wonder, a reminder of how closely we are linked to the sun and the forces of space. And for others still, it is simply pure beauty, a spectacle that stays with you forever.